Hey foodie friends, I'm taking you on a little bit of a field trip today. So we're gonna go check out the Greeneville Farmers Market and I'm gonna try to show you around a little bit. So let's go ahead and go.
And when you first come to the farmers market, all you have to do is follow these cute little bees to the first vendor, who of course sells delicious honey and lots of other bee-related products. I bought some of her soap and her shampoo bar, which works really good. I've bought some others from big companies that really didn't work so well, but this homemade one is perfect. Now you can see the market is small, but the vendors are top quality, and you'll always find some really good stuff here, including my favorite herb vendor, Summerfield Herb Farm. But this is the lady of the hour, Mary, and the focus of our video today. I was so happy to learn that she makes a lavender lemon jelly, and that's what we're going to go ahead and purchase and use for this recipe. Now, as stated before, I did buy some lavender soap and the shampoo bar, and I absolutely love the little molds that she uses to pour her soap because you can see it's got such cute little bees on it. I also bought this really cool little garden ornament, and of course I had to get the one with the little ceramic teapot on it. This is going to look perfect to help tie together the kind of jumbled vibe I have going on in my herb garden. So I hope you enjoyed our field trip to the Greeneville Farmers Market, and now that we're home, it's time to go ahead and make dinner. Now, one of the things I purchased at the farmers market was this really beautiful looking lemon lavender jelly from Goldman View Acres, and she shared with me a recipe on how she uses this to glaze over chicken, and that's what we're going to do. I cannot wait to taste test this. And because this is going to be our dinner and I have a few vegetables I needed to use up in the fridge, I'm just going to go ahead and make some simple steamed broccoli and some mashed potatoes. Nothing special, but I think it's going to be a really good, comforting, home-like accompaniment for a beautiful roasted chicken. So let's go ahead and get started because I can't wait to eat. And now for this quick and easy chicken recipe, we're going to start by pouring some olive oil on top, salt and pepper, and then your herbs de Provence. Now the measurements are left up to you, so you have some leeway here, but I do think it's best if you use bone-in chicken pieces. Now I put this in a 400-degree oven to begin the roasting process. And while that was going, I decided to go ahead and get my sides ready. As I said, I kind of just needed to clean my refrigerator out a little bit, so I decided to do steamed broccoli and some mashed potatoes. But I imagine a whole host of sides would go really well with this chicken. Maybe some rice, a really good salad with lots of veggies. Or you could just fill your roasting pan with a bunch of root vegetables and roast it right along with the chicken. And now we're ready for the main ingredient. I put a couple spoonfuls of this jelly in a small pan. And you can use whatever liquid that you would like to add to it. I chose white wine vinegar, but you could also do just regular white wine or even chicken broth. Leave that on your stove to liquefy. As for the broccoli, I just keep it very simple with just butter and salt. And by now our chicken should be ready to glaze. Take your jelly and glaze all over the tops of that beautifully roasted chicken. Pop it back in the oven for a few more minutes to finish off. And then we'll get our mashed potatoes ready, which you've seen here before. I keep it simple like Mom made, with just milk and butter and salt. But I did add some Trader Joe's onion salt this time because that was really good. And now that gorgeous chicken is ready to devour. Go ahead and plate up. And you're ready for a dinner that is perfection itself. All right, I can't wait because this looks so good. I say we start with the chicken first because we already know how broccoli and mashed potatoes is.
If I can get it.
Oh.
It just falls.
Oh, mine just fell right.
Mine took the whole skin off at once. I don't need all that skin.
No, you don't need to eat the whole.
Not all of it. Wow.
That is so good. I mean, I want to dive right back in for another piece, but we need to actually say, I mean, if you haven't guessed already what we actually think about it, obviously I'm giving it a 5 star.
Yeah.
Now, I chose thighs, bone in, skin on for extra flavor. I would really highly recommend doing that if you're going to roast it in the oven like I did. And everything works on it.
Yeah, it's like...
Oh, it's so flavorful.
It's almost hard to describe how much flavor is in there.
Kind of like a sweet with a little bit, like with the vinegar and the herbs. Just everything just really hits together on this one.
Yeah, it's like a... It's like I said, it's just hard to describe. Like I didn't expect it to be as sweet as it is.
Yeah.
But it's not like candy sweet. It's like
no, it's just good.
It's like a savory but
barbecue alternative good.
Yeah, yeah.
You
like
know
a
what I mean?
Sweet barbecue. Like maybe like a honey barbecue, kind of like sweet and that, but nothing like honey barbecue.
Right.
But that kind of like sweetness that's kind of like
but it's got
a lot of other flavor in it.
It's got like a little extra pizzazz.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about it. And I think it's really cool that, number one, you know what? Never underestimate your local farmer's market because you can find some cool stuff and people give you recipes and, on how to use their products. And so that's what you want, you want them to give you ideas on how to use it. So, this, you might go to your farmer's market and be like, oh, toast. No, this is so much more versatile. Now, toast is going to be great.
Yeah.
But think of a glaze on your chicken. I mean, pork would probably be good too. I mean, there's all kinds of things you could roast with this. I'm kind of wondering if roasted potatoes would have been good with this, a little bit of glaze over it. I don't know, but you can really experiment with it and find out.
Which we've had with some of the other recipes we've tried, like using like a fruit compote or like a jelly almost that you could put on, and it always does turn out like surprisingly good. But I think this one is even better than normal. If that makes sense. Like there's something about, it's just the right mix.
Yeah, you've got that little hint of lavender, but it is not overpowering. You're going to be okay with it, as an overall taste flavor. Also, I think that's the tenderest chicken. It just
kind of falls apart.
You don't, it just comes off on your fork and you're just good and it's just wonderful.
I think that might have a little bit to do with like some of the citrus flavors that are in the lemon juice, or in the jelly.
Right.
Because I've noticed, like, I remember hearing somewhere that like pineapple juice is excellent meat tenderizer.
Oh yeah.
So like I wonder if that, with that jam or with the jelly, it kind of like adheres to it a little bit, even better than just soaking it in the juice or something. And then that way when it bakes, it just kind of breaks the meat down for you. Like it's like partially digested already. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do that much work with it.
Like we've kind of discovered that lavender's best friend is lemon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't go wrong with it. It's just the burst of flavor. It's really going to refresh your chicken dish.
Yeah.
Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, but Lita, I can't get to the Greeneville Farmers Market. I might live on the other side of the country. I might be we might be on the other side of the pond. We don't know. But if you peruse your local farmers markets, you may be able to find somebody there that is doing jellies. You might have access to some shops that have some more gourmet jellies. I know in some, like in Asheville and stuff like that in North Carolina, there are some places that will make more gourmet type jellies. So you can kind of stalk those stores to see if there's something.
It'd definitely be worth looking for.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to try some other ones, like, you know, some orange marmalades and stuff like that to get like a really nice glaze coating. And you know what? If your town's farmer's market just happens to be a little disappointing, just hop on over to the next town. You know, don't give up on it. You know, look around. You know, we happen to be pretty lucky with our farmer's market, but I know
some bigger ones even close by too.
Exactly. Knoxville has
Kingsport.
a big one. Kingsport. Oh gosh, you guys have a good one. You've got a big building and everything, so it's nice to go into. But yeah, there's places you can investigate. Don't be afraid to shop around, and you know, make some friends with your farmers markets. You know, they're gonna let you know what's in season, what's good, what they're gonna be picking next, so that you might want to plan some recipes to come next week, and you know, get some other different vegetables. You know, we've got a lot of our herbs and stuff from my herb garden from a local farm here that has Summerfield herb farm that has like really interesting herbs that you're not gonna find at Lowe's.
No, but
or
they're
Walmart,
actually,
you know.
They're actually better for our climate, I've noticed too, than some of the stuff we even find at Lowe's.
Yes, because they harden them off for our climate, like, you know, and they grow specifically ones that they know will survive here, you know, and so that's a really cool thing too. And you can pick their brain for some really cool plant knowledge too. So they'll let you know which ones will do what and what to cook with, you know, for some really cool flavor combinations. So, like I said, we're gonna give this a 5.
Yeah.
I think whatever you put with this, you're gonna love it. No, I mean, it would make a salad happy. So, so don't be afraid to play with combinations there.
Yeah.
And I guess the moral of the story is check out your local farmer's market.
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're going to find, and you could be really happy that you investigated it.
Yeah.
So there you go. I hope you enjoyed our field trip to downtown Greeneville to see what's going on. And I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you try this with whatever little gourmet jellies that you may happen to find locally. And if you do, go ahead and put them in the comment section below and tell us what you find.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool to see, like, you know, what you're finding in your neck of the woods to make some really good chicken. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time with another really good lavender dish. Hope you stick around for that one. Bye.
And if you like historical cooking and unusual cookbooks, here's 2 more videos you might enjoy. And make sure to like and subscribe for more foodie adventures.